In this video, I want to talk about the importance of angles in karate structures, okay, particularly 45-degree angle. And I'm going to be assisted by my glamorous assistants here, Dawn. Okay, the first one we're going to use is Agyuki. Now, with an Agyuki or rising block, okay, looking at it from the front, it should be like, you know, going from one side to the other side is roughly a 45-degree angle. Okay, so that's from looking at the front. If I turn to the side, excuse me please, Dawn, thank you. Then looking from the side, okay, is roughly 45-degree going up and down as well. Now this angle is repeated in a lot of our techniques. If we take a inside block, outside block, we normally finish there. And again, if I take a line out from the body, I've got a 45-degree angle there, and I've got a 45-degree angle there. Now this is quite important, okay, for the structural integrity of the technique. So if I borrow Dawn, okay, first of all, I'm going to ask Dawn to do it wrong. If instead of doing it at 45 degrees, we do it 90 degrees. Some people do it that way, and the problem with doing it that way is, I've got to, if the pressure comes downwards on this forearm, I've got to use all my strength to try and keep that elbow, that bend at the elbow in place. So Dawn just makes it incorrect. So Dawn's doing it at 90 degrees, and if I press down and Dawn resists, it collapses quite easy. If Dawn does it correctly, okay, now this is quite different because now at the 45 degrees, as the pressure comes down, rather than having to take all the pressure at the elbow, the pressure actually transfers through the elbow and goes to the shoulder. And if the shoulder is locked down in its correct position, then the pressure is going directly into the body rather than on the arm. So if we just kind of, if I press down on this one, okay, you can see I was putting all my weight on that, okay, even took one foot off the floor, I was leaning directly in. I'm a lot bigger than Dawn, I'm a lot heavier than Dawn, and she could take my pressure quite easy with no pressure at all. If I do it again, okay, you can see she withstands the pressure very, very easily. Now, if you've got that good structure where nothing is bending, okay, nothing is giving way, and you use that structure as a strike. So if, for example, I was to attack Dawn with a haymaker and she blocks it with a reaction hand, yeah, that's it. So when it's used as a strike that way, okay, she's got all her body weight behind it, and it's going through a structure that, as you see, the structure did not give way with all my body weight on it. We did have a time we was practicing that technique, blocking, coming in, using that one as a strike, okay, to the neck. Dawn actually did it to a guy who was bigger than me, okay, he's a big, strapping big lad. You can see
8 stone, just.
Dawn is about 8 stone,
Just.
okay, on a good day when she's well fed. She's not exactly built like an Amazon, she's not by any means a big build, and she was holding back. But she got this guy, caught him just a little bit too hard around the throat and did him a throat injury. He had to go and see his doctor. Yeah, tore the cartilage in the windpipe. It wasn't bad damage, but when we relayed that back to Dawn, she was shocked because Dawn was actually holding back. Dawn was actually trying not to do damage. But this is how effective these structures are. She was trying not to do damage, but because she got just the correct structure and she got that in just the correct spot and all her body weight was behind it. Now, she may only be at 8 stone, okay, I'm getting on for 14 stone, I'm a lot heavier, okay, but if she gets that 8 stone behind that structure that won't fold, the structure that won't give way, and she puts all that onto a vulnerable spot, it's going to do damage. Yeah, you don't have to be, being big and strong and athletic helps, but you don't need it to damage a much, much larger opponent, as Dawn found out by accident.
Yes,
and that's when she was trying to hold back.
Yes, I was. I thought I was.
Yeah, well, but look at it this way. What would have happened if she had meant it? and she had kind of done it for real. Okay, even though the guy was much, much bigger, he would have been on the floor if she meant it for real, if she hadn't been holding back. Okay, so I just want to kind of emphasize the way these structures work. It's because the power flows through. I mean, Dawn just gets in the Sotoyuki position. Okay, it's the same thing here. If I was to press here, okay, the power, the pressure would go through the elbow and up to the shoulder. If she's doing it there and I press, she's going to try and take all the pressure at the elbow. Okay, same with, we say, a shuto. Okay, it's the same thing there. The pressure, if I'm pressing against that forearm, the pressure goes through the elbow up to the shoulder. Okay, most of our techniques work that way. Some people, with no disrespect, sometimes you see people kind of blocking and they're up there. No disrespect, but that is not such a good structure because you take all your strength to keep that elbow in its place, to keep that bend of the elbow in its place. When you use these 45-degree angles, pressure just flows through the elbow into your torso, and it's a lot stronger. You can do a lot more damage to your opponents, or you can absorb power that's been thrown at you. Okay?